another goal to your collection there?
It was nice, I could finish. Obviously it sort of breaks the deadlock in the game as well, which sort of helps us, and then ruthless from that period onwards to half time sort of takes the game away from St Johnstone. But really pleasing, 5 goals, clean sheet again, and the team functioning really well, so we can be happy with that.
Just seemed to set a tone, that goal, from the minute you got it, it was almost game over. You could sense the resistance just going out at St Johnstone.
Yeah, well obviously the first goal always in semi-finals is important. They obviously came the game plan a little bit, try and just be stuffy and try and make you wait and create the game and make it a little bit awkward. So the first goal is always important, and once we got that, like you said, it then sort of trained them a little bit, gave us a bit more confidence, and then that wee period before half time is really good, because we put the game to bed at that point and virtually no chance of overturning it, and then we get the 5 just to add a bit of gloss at the end as well.
Were you pleased for Adam? You've maybe the captain's role to play this week with him?
Aye, obviously he's been fine, he's been okay. Obviously, everybody knows what's happened, and that's fine. Listen, young boys will be young boys, and that's fine, no problem with that. He was off the next day, then boys are happy and free to do whatever they want, and that's fine, and as long as he's producing in training and games, then it's not really an issue for anyone really, to be honest. So really happy for him. He gets his goal, he contributes to the team, and obviously that'll help him as well, sort of confidence wise.
I was going to say, the fact he gets his goal, it just kind of always puts down an end marker in a way.
Yeah, well that's it. Obviously, listen, we know what it's like. We live a life in the public eye, and everybody's desperate to get something off you, and that's just the way the world these days. So we have to try and be smart about it. But like I said, the thing that we'll judge him is based on performances in training and games, and he's done that, and it's nice just to put a lid on it, and that's it, done now. Everybody just move on, and life moves on as normal.
Can I ask you too about James Forrest? This is a guy that could be the most decorated Celt of all time. You see him come back into the team today, and you see how much he offers and the contribution that he still makes.
Yeah. Listen, he's a fantastic player, honestly. I've obviously played him the whole career. He's so good, and like you said, he's so close to becoming outright the most decorated, and what a person, what a player to do it as well. So happy for him, because he's dedicated his life to Celtic as well, and he's such a top player that he could have went anywhere at any point, and he chose to stay with Celtic. So we're so lucky to have him, and then obviously for him to go out on his own is an amazing accolade, and hopefully we can do it, get across the line next week, and then he can enjoy every single bit of that because he's earned it.
Should he have got a penalty?
Today?
Should he have got it, yeah?
Probably. Obviously I've not seen it back, but I remember the first one, he sort of skipped by the boy, and then the sort of body contact comes in the second one. So like I said, I haven't seen it back, and I'm just going with the VAR stuff. They must have had enough to change the decision, but at first look, it did look like a penalty.
Very good performance from him. Another one from you. What is it about Hampden that you enjoy scoring goals here so much?
Yeah, like it's been nice. Obviously we've had a really good period since I've come into the first team, Jamesy as well, and it's a place that's been successful for us as well, so you get those nice feelings when you come here, the expectation, the history that we've created as well as Celtic players, so we can lean on that experience, and obviously when you have positive experience in life, then you want to go back and try and do it again and make the most of it. So with the experience of me and him that I've got, then hopefully we can steer the team in the right direction.
Just on records, Callum, if you guys win the treble this year, Brendan will become the first manager in Celtic history to win 3 trebles. He says that motivates him personally. As someone that's played under him in 2 spells, does that motivate you as well to bring him that success, given what he's done for you too?
Yeah, listen, 100%. Obviously we had a chat before he came back, and that's what we're talking about, is trying to win as many trophies as we can, be as dominant as we can, keep pushing the club. So we had already had that conversation before he came back in, and absolutely, he's a manager that's done so much for my career and put so much trust and faith in me. So every time I go on the pitch, I try and repay that for him, and the best way to do that is by winning trophies.
Seen Buzz coming here, scoring goals, as you always do.
Yeah, of course. It's addictive. If you ask any football player, it's success is addictive. It becomes a habit, and you just keep wanting more and more and more, and that's what we're trying to instill in the team, that when we get to these moments, they become normal. You have to win, you have to play well. So as much as we can normalise that and keep being successful, then hopefully that will keep the group in a good place.
Thank you so much.